everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca and I do all sorts of videos. Really, I do mainly sit down videos where I talk about a topic, or I do a video about some sort of witchy journaling book thing. I would love to do more videos about witchy journaling book things, but I'm still garnering ideas for that. Today, I am here to give you a walkthrough of my first ever completed Book of Shadows, Book of Mirrors, my first witch book that I completed. Several weeks ago, I said that I had completed this and that I was going to do a walkthrough, and then I didn't, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to. Like, I got it all set up, and then I filmed it, and I just wasn't sure about it. Now I think enough time has passed, and I'm feeling it. So here we are. And yeah. So here we are. So this is my first ever completed book. I call it different things. It's kind of Book of Mirrors, kind of Book of Shadows. It's my witch book. I do all sorts of things in it, so there are certain sections here I have washi taped off, and that's where there's journaling. And I'll tell you that there's journaling, but I don't want to share that. That's incredibly private. So here we go. Let's dive in. So as you can see, I started this book in December of 2018, and it lasted me quite a while. As I'm flipping through, if you see anything that you would like more details on, then please let me know in the comments down below so I can address that for you. Down here at the bottom, I put the count of the spacings. I do the squares in between the dots. I put this in every book of a dot grid I use so I can refer to it, so I can do easy math to find out how to separate pages. Yes, Cameron? No. I said no. I'm filming. Go bug your daddy. Go bug daddy. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I told you I'm not putting you on YouTube. Okay, come here. I'll put your voice in. You can reach your hand up.
Hi.
All right, go away.
What? It's just my hand.
So my son really loves YouTube. He's 5. And every time I film, he sneaks in and tries to be part of the video. Today, I left in the little part of him waving and saying hi, because there's no harm in that. Here I have the legend, or the index, that I was trying to fill out in a different way, and I didn't like how that worked. I did a whole video about how I ended up cataloging these types of books, which I will link up above in the cards for you. Starting right in, the first thing we have is I have some quotes on this page here, quotes and prayers at morning chant. These are element breaths. Some more quotes. There's a lot of quotes in this, and a call to the 4 that I wrote. At this point in my book, I was doing writing for when I was trying to do my Deeper Thinking, Deeper Lives challenge, which didn't take off too well. And that's okay. Here I was trying to think about my website I was making. Some prayers, quotes. There's a lot of quotes in this. This is a spread I made for a book called White Spirit Animals, where I just wrote a bit about each white spirit animal and its meaning. This is also from that book. Some ideas I have of just things I wanted to do. Some notes from things, some more things I've written. This was when I was trying to plan for Imbolc. More challenges. Topics I want to research. planet symbols. This page I ended up referencing a lot, as with this one. Here we have some journaling. And now we come to the point where, at this point, I was using my Book of Shadows as a separate witchy bullet journal. If you want to see videos of that, I have several. So I will link the playlist of that. I will link it up above in the cards for you, so you can see me talk about this video. This was a journaling prompt of what your ideal day was. Just some notes. Here I wrote about my my natal chart. Here we have some more journaling prompts. This is my call to the fore that I wrote, rewritten. I was trying to plan here for the new moon in April. Some more journaling prompts. This you can see in my video about my tarot journaling evolution, which I will link up in the cards for you. And since there's more tape, the rest of this is journaling. So more tarot card thoughts journaling, some regular journaling in between. Thoughts on a book I had just finished reading. And again, here we have things I want to study. I should gather these lists and relook at them. Some journaling, an earth healing prayer that I wrote. Some affirmations. I really love having a specific book to put these things in. Cleansing rain meditation. This is the prayer of manifestation for the goddess Tara, for if people do Tara Mandala things. This is, I was going to put a poem here, but I couldn't find it. Quote, June. This was when I started doing my releasings, my things for my work schedule I was trying to do. I did some numerology calculation of names. This is what I do for the new moon. I write date, and then I write the seeds I want to plant for that period of time. Skipping over some journaling, my releasing and manifesting pages. Have July. I think this was my last month with this as my separate journal. Myself and tarot. So this is really cool. I like this. My name card is number 5 in the major arcana, which in my Spirit Song tarot deck is the shaman and is the eagle. It's also the Hierophant card, but this is particularly special to me because in the shaman and the eagle, that's when I started to realize my relationship and connection to eagle, which has become very important in my life. And then my soul number is 8, which is strength, which is the elephant. Here's the first time I tried doing daily tracking for tarot cards. Skipping some more journaling. Oh, I was incorrect. August. At this point, it's really sparse. Last summer was a really, really rough summer. Here I have, I did a reading, and I did some notes on the reading. Some September new moon. Again, I did a reading and did notes on this reading. I was trying to do a spread for the full moon. New moon planting seeds. This is when I started having monthly cards. So I've got, at the top I would write what my card was and my initial thoughts, and then at the end of the month I would journal on it. spiritual practice ideas of things I wanted to try, some more cards. So at this point, I'm really starting to come into my own here. My 2020 in January card. So, and also at this point, I started filling up the book really fast. I was trying to draw a tarot spread. Again here. These next pages I love. I threw a year ahead spread for the start of 2020. Now I since threw a new one because I heard the thought of having a year ahead spread thrown from your birthday, right? So, and I really love this idea. I love the idea of having a year ahead spread for every month of my whatever year of life. So I recently rethrew my year ahead spread. So I have cards of the month for every month that I am 29 years old. And I really like that. These were the cards originally, and actually there's a lot of similarities in the themes. So I really love these pages. These pages make me just so happy. I love how they're set up. This page I really like. I love how they look. I very much like it. Here I was doing some journaling about my sun sign, trying to work it out, my moon sign. I was doing some elemental association work. I didn't like how I did it here, but I do want. Now just skipping some journaling and some spreads I created, which I don't want to share. These are my, the 12 houses of astrology. Some more journaling. I was trying to figure out how to do my astrology notes. So there's a bunch of that. So then what I ended up doing, sorry, not here. Some more of that. So then what I ended up doing was I just went through and just made a note page for each one. So we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Then I have my February card, which as you can see, I did a great job of coming back to. Some more journaling. My exact Saturn return date, January 29th, 2021. What the planets are about. My year ahead spread review for January. Some more things about astrology, north nodes, south nodes, aspects. Spread I did for Imbolc. My deck and review for my Goddess Oracle. I didn't do anything for Imbolc, but I wanted to at least do this. So, actually, sorry, I did do something. So, for Imbolc 2020 on February 21st, I did my witch dedication ritual, which was a fantastic time. Goddesses I want to try to work with. And then here, I was redoing this for the elements where I just wrote words that made me think of... I just wrote words that I thought of for each element. And then you may have seen this if you saw that video I mentioned about how I catalog these books. So what I do is I make columns so I have a space to write what's on every single individual page of this book on one easy spread. Or two. And that's it. And the date the journal ended, February 2nd, 2020. I cannot believe that I finished a journal. It took me over a year. It took me like December, January, February. It took me a year and 2 months to fill out a journal. It is such an amazing feeling to have this book so filled with just love and magic, especially at the end as I really came into my own being, as I really started to know what it was that I wanted to do. And I'm very grateful to be able to share this with you. So that's going to be all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll give it a thumbs up if you did, and comment down below something about it. Maybe you'd like to hear more about it, or just like, hey, this is really cool. I love your comments. I read them all. I try to reply to every single one of them. At least give everyone a heart. And while you're down in that area, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can come back and see my stuff a lot more easily. I'm going to let you go for now. I hope you're having a great time. I hope that you're doing okay with everything that's going on in the world right now. And I will see you again very soon. Love and light always. Bye.